If it's split 4 ways and you're this person and you want to deed your interest to, your heir, your son. Hi guys.
This is pretty much been explained.
Jonathon Daily. Joint tenants with rights of survivorship is a common form of ownership on your deed, and I have a case going on right now I thought it would be relevant to talk about. So if you have a deed, for example, in my case, a deed in which there were several siblings that were named on a property, all holding, 4 or 5, 6 siblings owning a certain property as joint tenants with rights of survivorship, which means, because they're probably not all just going to die at the same time, right? As one person dies, their interest then goes to the remaining holders. So joint with rights of survivorship means the person that survives will then inherit the interest from the decedent, the person who died. However, which happens so often nowadays, if you're a joint tenant with right of survivorship, you do own that interest in the property. So if it's split 4 ways and you're this person and you want to deed your interest to, your heir, your son, someone, what happens is you can, but what that does is it severs the joint tenant with rights of survivorship. So when you deed your interest to your son over here, then you no longer own it. I can't do this with my fingers, but you now all 4, your remaining siblings and your son who got your interest now own the property as tenants in common, not as joint tenants with rights of survivorship. So you deeding your interest to your son severed that joint tenancy with rights of survivorship. And that happens so often. So I thought that was relevant to say. And what is the difference, obviously, in tenants in common, joint with rights of survivorship? So tenants in common means these 3 siblings that were left, and this sibling now owns 1/4 portion, 1/4 portion, 1/4 portion, and 1/4 portion of the property. It's 1/4 equal interest in the property. But if, for instance, the son dies here, his interest would then go to his heirs. It wouldn't just revert back to these 3 people that had the other 1/4 shares. So there's no more right of survivorship there. It then just escheats to the heirs of the decedent. So when these people die, these siblings die, it would then go down to their heirs. It wouldn't just go to the siblings with the rights of survivorship.
For the latest in case updates, legal tips, news, and politics, make sure to like us on Facebook, follow us on Instagram and our other socials, and above all, subscribe on YouTube to get your dose of excellence on a daily basis.